Do most negotiations in contested divorce cases happen in person, or is it generally by phone or over video? Is there an advantage in your experience to how those meetings should take place?
They're conducted in a wide variety of methods, especially post-pandemic. Um, People are going a lot more so towards phone or Zoom for such conferences than they did in the past. The 2019 and before, uh, I would say we did more four-way in-person settlement conferences than are conducted now. I would say at least in the 2+ years since the pandemic that it's pretty rare that I've conducted a four-way in-person settlement conference. The initial discussions a lot of times are done by email, letter, or phone, just so that the attorneys can kind of feel out the overall positions to see whether you're in the same ballpark. Because if you're not in the same ballpark, then, in my mind, don't waste more time and money pursuing a settlement if you're far apart and you really need a judge to step into the mix. An email, a phone call, a letter is exchanged and the parties are in the same ballpark, then it's worthy to get a phone call back, a response email, a response letter saying, okay, we've received your settlement offer. Here's what our counter proposal is. Here's where we accept what you said. And here's where we're still far apart, but here's what we're proposing is as the middle ground. And see if that does it. Sometimes it's beneficial as well to not merely state what your counter proposal is, but to also state the rationale. So you don't want to merely say, well, my client wants $5,000 a month in alimony as a counter proposal. You would want to say, my client is seeking $5,000 a month in spousal support as a counter proposal. And the reason why she's asking for that is because we've done out her projected budget based on her net pay, and here's the gap between her net pay and her projected expenses, and so therefore we can't really accept less than about $5,000 a month. And either the other side is going to agree, they're not going to agree. If they think that there's wiggle room after that initial exchange, then one of two things can be done. Either you set up a further phone conference, attorneys only or attorneys and parties. You set up a four-way conference, Zoom or in person. But if the other side says, yeah, no, there's no real wiggle room there, well, then, the handwriting is on the wall and you really need to file to get a judge assigned to the case and contest the divorce.